Yo,
Yo,
what's up?
what's up?
Hope y'all are ready for some hot, weird JRPG action. I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good to start whenever. I'm good to start whenever. Let's just give me the thumbs up. And we'll go.
I really need like 1 minute to set you up, and then we can go.
Awesome.
In the meantime, I also suggest you guys to donate for best anime. If you guys think Hylics is the best anime, please consider donating to it.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's a solid mid-tier to top-tier anime.
I personally love the waifus.
I don't think this game has any waifus. Just spooky monsters.
Well, still lovely. And as we say, I got $5 donation by Nixus.
What's up, Nexus?
He says, "Yet Wayne, shining delicately adrift, stretches the microcosm, thanks to biscuit concavity. Good luck on the run, Ham."
Thanks. Yeah, that was a nice example of some of the text that you'll see in this run.
I hope I spelled that right.
Nixus previously held the world record for this game. I am one of 3 people to have ever done a speedrun of it, so we're a small and mostly inactive community, but we care about this game.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, so this is Hylics. It was a game released in 2015. Made entirely by one guy named Mason Lindroth. He's done mostly like small art games and kind of experimental interactive art things. But this is his like kind of biggest project to date, so I'm gonna play through it and I hope you enjoy it. We can start timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So the general gist of this story is that you play as a man named Wayne. Wayne has a crescent moon for a face. And your goal is to defeat the evil Moon King Gibby, who is impeding your path to spiritual enlightenment in a manner that is kind of unclear, but basically we gotta take out Gibby. That's the goal of this speedrun. But we can't do that without picking up some friends and having some adventures along the way. So we gotta do that first before we can go to the moon. So these diamond things are checkpoints. I'm gonna hit 2 of them over the course of the run. Whenever I walk into a TV, I learn a move. I just learned a move there called Mystic Meat, which will protect my team from ailments of certain varieties from enemies. These guys behave in unpredictable ways, so I'm just gonna kind of work my way around them. They kind of track you and like make sure that you that they like encounter you in some capacity. So it's kind of difficult to dodge them sometimes. They can corner you in, and the game doesn't give you enough time to like back out, because their walk cycles are just interfering with your path forward. So sometimes you can get stuck in this loop of encounters, which is kind of frustrating. So hopefully we don't see any of that this speedrun. I just accessed a terminal, which took me into an alternate dimension, which is really just another path to my first buddy's house, Samsnosa. Samsnosa is a blue guy. He's got a cool skull for a hat. And he's kind of bummed out because he can't find his magic gauntlets anywhere. So I'm going to track down his magic gauntlets for him. He also happens to have some cash just hanging out in his yard, so we're going to pick that up too. And while I'm thinking of it, need to enable instant text and turn off battle animations because those take forever. Yeah, this was made in RPG Maker. Okay, so this is Samsnosa's house. We have arrived. I'm gonna pick up this cash. He just has like 1,000 bucks lying around. It's kind of convenient. We're gonna need that cash for some upgrades later. We actually don't do any upgrading until kind of late into the run because we don't do too many encounters deliberately. Sometimes we accidentally run into things, but for the most part we just do the major boss battles. So we just learned a move called Bubbles, which is a special poison attack that I'm going to use. Extremely handy for the final boss. We're gonna do a death warp here. Walk into one of these ambulance skulls. Death animation is so good. And so that brings us to the afterlife. While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to equip magic gauntlets on Samsnosa. And now we're going to pick up our next friend, Duduzmalm. Duduzmalm lives in a tent on top of a mountain, just outside of Mangsmalm, the plastic city. Fun fact about the city names and the mountain names in this game, they change every single time you play. A lot of the text in this game is randomly generated, so you never really get the exact same experience twice. So this playthrough, it's called Mount Ozzlesmalm. Some things are always like called the same thing. Like the items are always the same. We're gonna do an exploit here called paper cup duping. Oops, right down here. I'm gonna pick up 3 cups from Duduzmalm's tent. It's the only place in the game where you can just pick up as many paper cups as you want. I don't know if that was intended or whether like it's just a pleasant side effect, but in any case, we need those paper cups to access water coolers, which will give us some additional MP, which in this game is called Will. HP is called Flesh. So just like a move called Space Shurikens, which is a special double damage attack, which will be used almost all the time. I'm gonna do another death warp here. This is Flesh Dash. He behaves in a very predictable pattern. Oops. And I forgot the pattern. There we go. So this will take us outside of the Horrid Projection fight. The Horrid Projection is the first major boss battle of this game, so you're actually going to see some fighting in a second. But before we do that, we got to heal up, take a nap, to restore our flesh and will. Yeah, these guys are trolling me right now. It's fine. I'm just trying to get to the warp zone, man. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Wayne starts off this speedrun by having a really bad day. He just dies all over the place. Eventually he starts winning, though, don't worry. At least I hope so. The Horrid Projection fight's kind of tricky because we haven't done any upgrades yet, and we're totally supposed to upgrade before we fight him. But we don't have time to do that because this is a speedrun, so the first time we're going to do any upgrading is in Act 3. This game's divided into 3 acts. Alright, so up here is Horrid Projection. When we defeat him, he will give us access to the harbor, which will allow us to access new areas. I'm going to start by focus attacking the guard on the left here. Wayne's dead, that's awful. It's terrible. This is bad news, bears. Oh man, Duduzmalm's down, this is really not good. Oh no, Samsnosa's dead too. Ah! Okay, so we just gotta do this again, it's fine. This is like the most difficult fight of the run. It's like really random, like how it plays out. Sometimes it works out great, other times you just get screwed over. It's fine. The run lives on in spirit. It's okay. You just gotta walk back and do it again. Everything will be okay. Yeah, we don't have any healing moves yet, or any items that'll heal us. But ideally, the fight, 9 times out of 10, the fight will go much better than that. So this is just classic marathon luck. Second time's a charm, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe here because that's an encounter that we can't escape. Did I heal up? I didn't heal up. This is awful. Okay. Great. I forgot to heal. Okay, cool stuff. Great speedrun. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright, we're dead again. Good stuff. Alright. Take 3. This is the one, I'm telling you guys. Alright.
I believe in you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You got this, dude.
I got this? Alright, cool. Thanks for believing me. Alright, we're gonna take a nap this time and not make the same mistake that we just made. There we go. The nap has been taken. We're feeling rested and ready to take on the world. Okay. Hope you guys like watching me walk through this alternate dimension repeatedly. It's kind of nice. It's got some nice music. Good vibes. Yeah, this is first try. First try horror projection. You just imagined the first 2 deaths. Alright, we got this. We're gonna kill the guard right away. First cycle, here we go. Nope, not making that mistake. Okay. Alright, the guard's down, that's awesome. Nothing's in our way. Alright, this fight is ours. He's done for. We got him. Yo. Down for the count. We got 2,000 bucks from that fight. Now the harbor gate's opened. And now we get to do yet another death warp. Hello? This will skip a cutscene that indicates that Act 2 has begun. The run is alive. We got it first try. Okay, cool. So that was the last death warp of the run, so if I come back here, it means that I messed up again. We're gonna heal up here, just because I don't want to forget about that. Okay, so, with that, we're in Act 2 now. Now we get to do some cool puzzles. This next section is a graveyard. We're gonna have to hit some switches underneath some tombs. And that will allow us access to the next section of the game. This entire act is kind of dedicated to just like grinding and gaining experience and items and stuff, but again, once we start upgrading, we're not really going to need any additional items that grinding would give us. So now would be, if there's any donations going on, this would be a good time for it because this fight's kind of slow.
Well, I got no donations, but I should remind you all. We got the Disney Beat War, with Lion King leading by $180, while Aladdin has $70. Both games for the Super Nintendo. The one that wins will be played. We also have the LADX file name. Iwata is leading with $47, followed by Donguri with $40, so it's a really close match right there. You can also name Cloud, Barret, Tifa, Ares, Red 13, Sid in Final Fantasy VII. You can either choose a name or pick one of the names that has already been donated for. We got McNuggy for Cloud at $66.03. We got Bonmon with $30. We got Baron with $15. Do the Thing with $2,000. Oh My Dog with $105 and Boom Shaka at $10. And alternatively, you can always donate for Best Anime. Leading right now for Best Anime is Magical Poppin' with $25. So yeah, Keep these donations coming, please.
I ate your pie must win. Alright, anyways, that was the graveyard section. Now we get to do some more walking. If I happen to run into any of these guys, that's bad news because they set me up for an encounter that I can't escape. I just have to lose and then come back here, which is slow as heck. I just picked up a demon skull, which we're going to use for upgrades later on. We're going to sell it off. Use that money towards shields and other exciting items. Here's another water cooler. Alright, so coming up here is a tiny skip called Veggie Skip. Basically, I'm gonna wait for these guys' walk cycles to desync just enough so that I can walk around them. It's kind of tight, so I think I should make it after this cycle. I'll wait one more because I'm not liking my luck right now. Great, we got it. Cool. If I were to run into the green guy, I'd be fine. I'd just be able to escape the fight. But if I ran into the pink guy, I would have to do that whole section over again. So, we did a thing.
We did the thing.
Yeah. This is a room where it's like kind of like a maze. There's these statues that spawn and start trying to chase after you, and they kill you instantly if you touch them. Lucky for us, we know exactly where we're going, so it's kind of a non-issue. And now we're in Act 3. This is where all of the major battles start happening. We've got 3 action-packed fights going on that will hopefully transpire in a way that is a little bit better than the first one. So we're finally going to go upgrade. It's about time. We're at the point in the run where like we actually can't win without, you know, buffing our team up a little bit. So we're going to get some special stuff, some weapons, and some shields for everybody. Everybody gets a little love. We're going to get turbo tendons for Deduzmal, which is a double weapon equip. Bad Juju for Somsnosa. Okay. And we're going to get a combat bell for our friend Wayne, because he is the weakest of the crew right now. We gotta give him some protection. Oh yeah, so we can fly anywhere we want now. Forgot to mention that. Yeah. Act 3 gives you access to an airship, which is pretty nice. So now we have total access to the overworld. The boat only gives you partial access. Alright, let's do some equips. Wayne gets... I forget what he gets. He gets a dirk, and he gets... No. Okay, he gets a combat bell. There we go. Somsnosa gets that Juju. And Deduzmal gets... turbo tendons and double dirk. Great. Cool. So we're gonna heal up real quick, and then we're gonna go fight Pongorma, who lives in this weird seashell-esque house that can only be accessed. Actually, it can be accessed with both boat and airship, but we're gonna fly over there because we got the ride waiting for us right outside. Okay, it's great. It's right next door. Pongorma will join our team once we defeat him. So. Have to do a tiny puzzle there to get access to his house. This game tells you nothing about how to solve that puzzle, which is fantastic. Okay. Oh. So that's one guard down. We're just going to focus attack the guards first and then try to take out Pongorma. Okay, great. The health chant here, I learned that during the graveyard section. Nobody die, please. Alright, cool. We're hanging in. Gonna health check again. He should be almost dead. With any luck. we got him. Nice. So Pangorma's on our team now. He has a really cool move called Partial Destruct, which will be very useful for these last two fights that we're going to do. Partial Destruct inflicts damage equivalent to 25% of an enemy's total HP. So, yeah, that's why it's called Partial Destruct, because it literally partially destroys your opponent. It's going to come in handy. It uses a lot of special attacks, so we only get one or two of them. One in the Clawman fight, which is coming up next, and two for the Gibby fight. Yeah, the music in this game is absolutely awesome. It's really out there. Alright, so this is a lab. Clawman runs this lab, and we want access to his lab because it has a lot of money in it. But we have to defeat Clawman first before we can get access to the lab. I mean, first we're going to try to tell him the password to the lab, but we kind of don't know it. This is us trying to tell him the password. We don't know it and he gets frustrated, so we have to fight him. Okay, good. That's not a big deal. He's almost dead, so... Mystic Meat to be safe. He's down. Cool. So that was the Clawman fight. Lots of Space Shuriken attacks and Mystic Meat just to protect us from special attacks from Clawman. He goes down fairly easily. So now we get access to the lab. We just gotta pull some levers here and we're gonna make tons of money in a second. Let's go. So I now have $250,000 in my possession, and I'm just gonna stroll on out of here before anybody notices. Yeah, the best part about dying in this game is that the description for it is Wayne's crew was slain, which I think is so badass. Just because of the rhyme, I like it. All right, so we have one more round of upgrades here before we can finally go to fight Gibby, which is what this is all about. Wayne's jonesing to take ownership of the moon here. Alright, so we're gonna buy some Bad Jujus. I forgot to mention what Bad Juju does. It increases the likelihood of a random poison attack happening on an enemy by 20%, so if everybody has them, that's great. Picked up some torso shells. Berry shields will give these guys a ton of extra HP. Which we're going to need desperately for this fight because Gibby is pretty dang powerful. Yeah. Yeah, this is Wayne's World. Wayne's World 3. Okay, some forks. Now we're gonna do some whips. Wayne gets torso shell, berry shield, that Juju. Samsosa gets berry shield. Desmond gets that Juju, berry shield, torso shell, and a fork. Pangorma gets berry shield. Great. Okay, one more heal. The one downside to having this big boost in HP is that we have to heal up. The game doesn't give us the HP, or it doesn't restore our health when we equip armor, which I guess makes sense. That wouldn't happen in real life anyways. Yeah, Wayne's World 3, Acid Trip. Did I heal? Just want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Cool. So this is the final boss. We're going right into it. We're gonna buy a ship key to get to the moon, and we're gonna buy some hot dogs. Hot dogs will restore 50% of my entire team's HP every time that I use it. Which is pretty handy. Oh yeah, this game makes no sense, dude. Don't worry about it. Everybody's confused. I actually didn't know that, Sino. That's really interesting. I just thought that it was like a random adjective that was ascribed to Pangorma's weapon. Alright, so here's the moon. We've made it. We're gonna pick up a Simmery Axe here and give it to Wayne. He needs a more powerful attack. Happy to provide for him. So nothing can stop us at this point. We're just, you know, killing baddies left and right. We have all the money and power in the world. $250,000. There's Clawman again, making another reprise cameo appearance. I'm gonna do a safety save here just in case this battle goes south, which has happened many a time before. It's quite challenging, so I'm gonna just kind of focus here, if you don't mind. Let's see. Let's make sure it's actually let's look at so these are the two statues that Gibby has on the moon. I have to take them out first before I can really attack Gibby, because they'll just keep healing him whenever possible. How's my health? Oh, really good, actually. Okay. Yeah. Just to be safe, I'm going to do the hot dog. Alright, so one of the statues is down. That's nice. One's hurting. Okay. Eerie statue's poison, that's good. Not gonna use any more special attacks from him, so I gotta... Yeah, this. Okay. You'll notice that my health goes down really quickly in this fight. So I like constantly have to be feeding my team hot dogs to protect us. Let's go. Nice. Alright, so Eerie statue's down, that's great. So now we just gotta do Gibby. Oh, Pongorma's down, so we won't be able to do the second partial destruct on him. It's kinda rough. So I will use Mystic Meat, and now Dudosmoln's gonna take charge of healing the team. Wayne's a little bit faster, so we'll do that. Just to be safe. Don't want another repeat of the horrid projection fight we went down earlier. There we go, we got Gibby. He's down. Everybody's level 63 and we just gained a ton of money and XP. Gibby gives his farewell speech and now we have to leave the moon before it explodes on us. So time's going to be coming up in just a second, but we have to watch this cute little cutscene first. Whew. Glad that fight went well. Gibby is slain, take that! We'll read the text here. So Wayne, lurid, miraculously adrift, suffers the tyranny far beyond the offending product corrosion. Amidst the engines, a biscuit rolls utterly, where doth his being lament in beings? So ends the tale of the revolving oceans, who sought to rock, but sort of totally caressed my government. Time ends when I stop hitting the switch, which is... now. Cool. What was the time?
GG, dude.
Thanks, man.
25:43.
Cool.
That was amazing.
Thanks, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a really fun time doing this. The early game was a hot mess, but I think it sort of turned around towards the end there.
That was quite the game and quite the run too,
Cool.
dude. Amazing.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was happy to show this off to you guys. I'm going to try to push this time down to like a 21 or a 20, so if you want to see more Hylics speedruns, feel free to check me out. I will be on stream later today doing the Dark Ending race with Vorpal, so that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. And yeah, see you guys later. Thanks. Donate to Doctors Without Borders.
Alright, so now we're setting up for Hyper Light Drifter with Mancha Koopas, so I'm pretty sure that will be quite the game as well.
Hello.
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 Hello.